Welcome to, I feel like I should be playing that song. Welcome to my house. I don't know what the hell has gotten into me lately, ladies. I have been popping on and singing and I have no right to be. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you caught my stories earlier today and last night, I told you I was going to jump on here and answer your questions. I never go live in here. Also, if you've been following my stories, yes, my Christmas tree is up. So before you give me trouble, I'm Canadian. Thanksgiving has already happened. All right. So I never come live from here. This is very weird. I have all of my stuff to share with you on my dining room table. The dogs are in the office. Hopefully the door doesn't ring. We'll just see. We'll just see what happens. Let me know when you guys are there. Thanks, Susan. I know, you know what? The house is feeling kind of festive and it's putting me in a good mood, which I'm loving. I love Christmas. Yes, another Canadian girl in the house. I'm so glad that you guys are here. You all submitted so many questions that you wanted me to answer. So I collected them all. Let me tell you, I've grouped them into 3 sort of segments. I had so many questions that I thought maybe I should do 3 separate lives, but frankly, this girl just doesn't have time for that. So what I tried to do was condense all of your questions into buckets and address today the most commonly asked ones, the ones that were asked over and over and over again. So that's what I'm going to do. If you're just hopping on, you may not notice. Okay, so I'm going to start with makeup, going to go to skincare questions, and then I'm going to go to wig questions, all right? So I want you to stay tuned. But what I've done is I put a resource together of all of the information that I'm going to talk about here today. If you comment the word answer or answers in the comments, I'll send it over to you. So you can just like sit back and enjoy because I will send all the details over to you. So drop answer or answers in the comments. I'll get it all over to you. Let's start with makeup and the most commonly asked questions that I got. I don't know if you guys can see, but this side of my face, so I've done my eyes, obviously both eyes. This side of my face, I did my makeup, really light application. My goal was just to kind of smooth out my skin tone. And this side of my face, I have no makeup on, okay, other than my eye makeup and my eyebrows. I have no makeup on this side of my face. One of the things that I've noticed since starting my skincare, my Korean skincare in April, is that I'm actually using less makeup, which is amazing. But the specific question that I got it yesterday. If you caught my stories, I mentioned during my stories that I don't always, when I'm doing my makeup myself without filming here, I often don't use the cheetah method. I often just go from brush into my palette onto my face. So many of you called me out on that and you said, well, Erin, if that's what you do all the time, why don't you show it more that way? Okay, fair enough. I can take it. So that's why in the interest of time, I just did my one side of my face, as I normally would. And I'm going to show you how I apply my makeup super fast, just from brush into palette. So this is my Saint 3D Cream makeup. It's the makeup I've used for over 3 years now. It is perfect for my maturing skin. It is easy, easy, easy. I show you how to use it. I send you videos. You have my text number, all the things. If you comment answer or answers in the comments, I will send you everything that I'm talking about here, including the link to get a free custom color match. Okay, let's just go. All right, I go into my main foundation shade. We just call it highlights, okay? I go into my main highlight and I dip my brush. I'm using the blush and the bronzer brush. And I simply go in, I picked up a lot and I should have picked up less. Too many taps. I was talking too much, okay? I go into the areas where I have the most discoloration, which is on my cheeks, and I focus there. And then I put less where I need less. Because my goal today, like with this type of a look, is just very light application. I want to smooth out my skin tone. Like, look at the difference that did just there, right? The smallest amount of product. So instead of, doing the cheetah method and applying it onto your face and then blending it out, it's actually faster to do it this way. Okay, so tap, you never want to drag, otherwise you're going to pick up way too much, and you use the smallest amount of product. So I'm using my main highlight shade. Think of that like your foundation shade. This has coverage. I never do my makeup with my hair on, guys, or I try not to because it's annoying. So I tap and stipple it into my skin like this, okay? Main foundation shade done. I go into my lighter of the two shades. This is what we call accent highlight. In your world, it may be, more familiar to you as concealer. And I'm using the smudge brush. I'll send you the links to those if you drop the word answer or answers in the comment. I will send you the link to all of this. And I'm just feathering out that lighter shade to bring a little bit of brightness around my eyes. One of the things that's really important is that we don't go too light around our eyes if we have maturing skin. Number one, if you're going too light, it's actually not going to give you the color correction and the lightness and brightness that you're looking for. Rather, it may just enhance texture, okay? So my lightness I've put there. I typically bring it down my nose. Now, when I did this side of my face, I already did the end of my nose. I'll put a little bit of lighter highlight shade here. And I typically like to put a little bit underneath my nose. And if I have any redness in there, then I just put a little bit there and then take my big brush and tap it out. It's honest to God, ladies, it's that freaking simple. Now, you may have noticed I didn't take my main foundation shade all the way up to I'm shaking. I've had too much caffeine. I didn't take it all the way up to my hairline. And that's because I don't want to layer my products. I'm just gonna go into my contour, and contour is just gonna add some definition. So, and I'm gonna get this on my lace, which is not advisable, guys. So when you're doing your makeup, if you wear wigs, don't do what I'm doing, because I'm gonna just have to clean the lace. When you get makeup on your lace, it becomes more visible. And then I'm just tapping out my contour underneath my cheekbone. I'm pushing in and pushing up. The goal is to create a shadow underneath my cheekbone to make my cheekbones pop, okay? This girl's gained a few pounds since coming back from Vegas. It happens, whatever. And you can typically see that weight gain in my face. I get it in my face and around my middle. How fun is that? Thank God, for perimenopause and almost 50 and all the things. Okay, guys, that's my foundation, my concealer, my contour. That's it. It is super freaking easy. Okay, if you want to get super fancy, which is what I did on this side, it's not super fancy. I'm going to take the big end of my blush and bronzer brush. I'm tapping it into my bronzer and my illuminator. This is Bella Bronzer Rose Gold Illuminator. A big fluffy brush like this is going to give you really light application. And I'm just going to put it around sort of a C around my face. It's going to give me a sun-kissed glow, even though I'm in Canada in November, which, by the way, it is freaking bizarre outside. I have all of the windows open. It is warm and beautiful out. I will take it. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some blush on. I forget what I used on this side of my face. I forget, damn it. What did I use? Oh, I used Tropicana. This peachy color here, that's what I have on my cheeks. That's Tropicana. That's what it looks like here. It's a semi-gloss, so it falls right in between a gloss and a satin. So it's not quite as glossy as a gloss, but not quite as matte as a satin shade. How beautiful is Tropicana? What? One of my favorites. Okay, so ladies, that's it. That's how freaking easy it is. So you let me know. How do you enjoy learning the method of applying? Put it in the comments if you don't mind. Do you like to see both the cheetah method and this, or do you find this easier? Because if you find this easier, I'll do this more often. I will, but I would love to hear from you on, how you perceive it to be and what is more helpful for you. Okay. So for those of you that called me out when I said I don't typically do the cheetah method when I'm doing my makeup at home, thank you for calling me out. I appreciate it. And I hope that helped you, because there was a ton of you. There was a ton of you that called me out. The last thing actually I will share with you guys, take a damp beauty blender, like as your last step. I've already done it on this side. Take a damp beauty blender. I use Saint's new Fixate setting spray. I have had their old setting spray, love it, but I also really love this Fixate setting spray. I find that the spray nozzle on the new one is marginally better. The product has some additional skincare ingredients versus, like, in comparison to the older one, the original. Sometimes I can't see. My eyes are getting so bad. I wear contacts, guys, but even still. But take this beauty blender and bounce it on your skin, and that's going to help set your makeup. And if you've put a little bit too much on, it's going to take it off. Okay. The next question, I got tons of questions about, like, Erin, what are your favorite Saint products? What are the ones that you recommend the most? Like, I got tons of questions like that. So I'm going to try to condense the answers for that. If you just jumped on, I'm answering all your questions. Put answers in the comment, like drop the word answer or answers in the comments. I'll send you the information to all this stuff we're talking about today. All right. The things that I would say I recommend the most and that my customers enjoy the most, I brought my 4 favorite brushes, okay? This one you just saw me use, the blush and bronzer brush. You saw how I used it. The smudge brush, this one right here, this is the one I use around my eyes. Love it. It's actually an eyeshadow brush. There's so many different functions for this brush. I use this one a lot. The detail brush, you saw me do my contour. The shape of it is amazing for applying contour and stamping that on. And then it's got this smaller end here, which is great for getting into small areas too. So these 4 brushes, I listed out in what I send you. This hair is driving me crazy. We're going to talk about applying heat to wigs, so stay tuned, because this one needs it. These 4 brushes I absolutely love. The other things that are sort of must-haves for me from Saint that I love and that you guys are all loving, my customers are loving, is Saint's birthday oil. This is what I have on my lips. I just lined my lips with Rimmel Lasting Finish. What is the color? This one's Cappuccino. So I just lined my lips with that. And then I put some birthday oil in the middle of my lips. This stuff is so good. And you know what? It's not like thick and sticky. This is a great, if you don't have this, you got to go get this. Okay. Number 2, it is an amazing Christmas present, stocking stuffer, all the things, as would be my next recommendation for you, which is Diamonds Are Forever lipstick. This is a Tom Ford dupe. I don't know if you guys saw the reel that I did on this. It went bananas. Like, I don't know, I had a couple million views on it. And that doesn't matter. The point is, so many of you purchased this and sent me messages that, Erin, I freaking love it. And it is, the one thing I want you to know is it's sheer, right? There's not a ton of color on this. I wear this over top of a lipstick. I wear this on my days where I just want sort of a pretty gloss. This is absolutely beautiful. This is a great stocking stuffer idea. The next one is, the other thing that a lot of my customers love is the lip and cheek collection. So there's 8 different lip and cheeks. I'm not gonna go through each of them. If you drop answer in the comments, I'll send you guys the link to them. But it comes with 8 different lip and cheek colors, all right? There's a huge savings when you buy them this way in the collection, but it's got some of my favorites, like Frenchie is in there, Hollywood is in there, what else? Desert Sunset, if you caught my stories yesterday, it looks rusty, it looks red, it's not, it's beautiful, it's sheer, it's pink, it's glossy, freaking love it. Dahlia, if you love pink, Dahlia is a really great color. Where is Nude is probably my most used shade of all time. Nude goes well on its own. It goes well topped with something else. So Nude is within that lip and cheek collection from Saint. What else? What else? There's one more. This is the one that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So black cherry. Why can't I open this? It's stuck. It's stuck. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me see if, there we go. Okay, so black cherry is within the Lip and Cheek collection. You may look at it and go, holy heck, Erin, are you on crack? It is gorgeous, but look how dark it looks like over the phone here. And it looks even darker online, but look at what it is on your skin. It's a gloss, meaning it's sheer and it's totally buildable. So if you love rosy shades, like this is a must-have. This looks good on so many different skin tones, like light skin tone, dark skin tone. So don't be afraid of black cherry. So the Lip and Cheek collection. The other thing that I would recommend, and I really love, is the new Prep and Set collection. This is a brand new collection. It's got that Fixate setting spray in it, right, that I used on my face. It has the Prep, what do they call it? Plush Prep Mist, all right? So this has caffeine in it. It helps to plump up your skin. You'll put it on before you do your makeup. I did that. I've been using it before my makeup application for a number of weeks since this came out. And it has the feather blotting dust in it as well. You save money when you buy this as a collection. One more question about Saint, and then I'm going to move on to the questions that you guys submitted on skincare. Sorry, two more things. The brush cleanser. If you don't have the brush cleanser, that would be one that I would absolutely recommend you get. Okay, here's a new box. This is what it comes in. The packaging is so beautiful with Saint, but here's mine, okay? And this is how you use it. There's no drying time, disinfects your brushes, cleans your brushes, gets all the makeup off, and it helps to maintain, the quality of your brushes, or the longevity, I should say, of your brushes. Brushes are an investment. I've been using Saint for, over 3 years now, and many of my original brushes, or many of the brushes that I use, are my original. So this brush cleansing spray is amazing because there's no drying time, right? They do have a soap, and I use that soap about once a month for a deep clean, but make sure you're cleaning your brushes. Don't apply makeup with a dirty brush, ladies. A, your makeup's not going to look good. B, you're spreading bacteria, and there's dead skin cells and all grossness in there. So don't do that. And now I forget what the last thing that I was going to talk about. You asked me for the difference between the brand new Feather Blotting Dust and versus Saint's original Vanilla Dust Setting Powder. Okay. So here they are side by side. This is Vanilla Dust. This is the Feather Blotting Powder. Yeah, that's what they call it. The difference is this. Look at that. That just stays there. Perfect. Mine's a little bit dirty because I made the mistake of using my brush with my Lip and Cheek color on it, and then I put it into my powder. Don't do that. The new one, the Feather Blotting Dust, is going to it's going to help set your makeup. It's going to help to tamper some of that shine if you have any of oily skin, but it doesn't mattify your skin. This is more mattifying than the Feather Dust. This feels like silk. It is absolutely amazing. Do you see that little bit of sheen? You can apply that feather blotting dust on your skin without any makeup. If you want to, liven up your skin a little bit on your no makeup days, just use that over your skin, or put it in your oily zones or anywhere where you want to tamper that shine, but you don't want to mattify it. I am not a powder fan, ladies, especially for those of us with maturing skin. I have been using this on repeat. It is beautiful. I don't put a lot right underneath my eyes. When I apply it, here, 1 second. Is this dry? This is the brush that I just cleaned. Okay. I would just take the smallest little amount and put it here, and it blurs like fine lines and pores. So this is where I put it. I don't put it underneath my eyes. I think that's a danger zone for those of us with maturing skin. Okay. So do you see that? It just sort of blurs everything. It's so pretty. So pretty. So that is the difference between and this vanilla dust. Like if you like more of a mattifying look, this is still available, but check out the feather blotting dust. Feather, I don't know. You know what I mean. It'll be there. Comment, answer. I'll send it over to you. The next questions that I got, okay, skincare. Number one was, I keep getting asked about this Veton balm stick. This is the one, you guys probably see me talking about this and using this all the time. This is from Riman, from the Korean skincare that I've been using since April. Sorry, I'm collecting my thoughts. This can be used as a lip balm. It can be used underneath your eyes. It can be used any time of the day, like throughout the day, at nighttime before you go to bed, as part of your skincare, or at any time of the day. I have one of these in all of my purses. I have thrown out all of my lip balms. I don't need them. I use this. It's got a high level of vitamin C and vitamin E. It has all of our proprietary ingredients in here that are really amazing. So this helps with fine lines, wrinkles. What I would strongly suggest is use this underneath your eyes prior to applying your makeup. Yes, so use this before you put on your makeup. What it does is it creates a bit of a layer between your skin and your makeup. It prevents anything from settling. So this is absolutely a must-have. If you comment answer or answers, I'll send you the link to that Veton multi-stick balm. It is the balm. Okay? I'm sitting on my foot. Ow, I'm sitting on my foot. It's falling asleep. Next thing, what was it? Okay, I had... do you guys remember that Riman came out with their experience kits? So they are still available, but I had a number of you send me messages saying, Erin, I got my experience kit, freaking love it, it's amazing. But I did have a few of you say, Erin, what do you use for your double cleansing? Because they've seen me in, my reels and coming on here and talking about my skincare. They're asking about the double cleansing that I use, because within these experience kits, basically they're like travel sizes. So if you ever wanted to try the Korean skincare that I'm using, they have two kits. One's the experience kit, the expert ritual, and one is the radiansum. If you need help, I can tell you which one I would suggest for you and your skincare needs. If you just drop the word answer or answers in the comments. But the question that I got was, Erin, I don't see the cleansing oil and the snow enzyme cleanser that you use to double cleanse. And that's right. That's the only thing that is not within here that I use as far as the expert ritual. And I filmed this morning something about double cleansing. I don't know whether I'm going to post it tomorrow or the next day. But ladies, if you don't double cleanse, I would strongly encourage you to do so. These are the two products that I use. If you got one of the experience kits, what I would consider is picking these up. So these are enzyme cleansers. This goes on with a dry face. Typically an enzyme cleanser, or when you're double cleansing, you apply oil to your face, you're rubbing it into your face, into your skin. Many questions that I get is, but Erin, I have oily skin. I can't put oil on my skin. Consider that oil attracts oil. So if you have an overproduction of oil, this is actually going to be helpful in drawing that out and helping to add moisture, because many of us with oily skin actually have dry skin. And the reason why we're having an overproduction of that oil is because it's our body's response to the dryness within our skin. So this will help to balance your skin levels without stripping the pH levels. So these use natural, gentle ingredients. It exfoliates your skin very gently without messing with our pH levels and all the things. These two are amazing. I double cleanse only at night. You don't need to double cleanse in the morning. What the oil is doing is loosening up all of the makeup, the grime, everything that we've encountered throughout the day. That's loosening this up. If you have deep pores and you want to ensure that you minimize the look of your pores, double cleansing with this can absolutely help with that. So you use this first, rub it into your skin, wash it off, and then a dry face, the Snow Enzyme Cleanser. So again, I just do that at night, and in the morning, I wash my face with the Snow Enzyme Cleanser. Absolutely love it. What else? That's it. Okay. I cut down the questions from the skincare because I had so many questions all together. Okay, on the wig side, a few questions. Do you remember, when was I talking about it? Yesterday in my stories maybe, or maybe it was in my live yesterday. Somebody asked the 4 wigs that I was showing yesterday, they asked if it came in gray. And they were 4 new bell tress styles. The answer is they do. And she asked me if I could hop on here and show her some grays. Unfortunately, I sold my gray. If you drop the word answer in the comments, what I send you has a link. I found it. My review of bell tresses Newport in Oyster. It's on my Facebook channel, but I'll send you the direct link so that you guys can see it. That color Oyster is the bomb. It is so beautiful. You guys got to check it out. Drop the word answer. I'll send you the link to that Oyster Gray review that I did on the style Newport. That wig is gorgeous, and so is the color. Okay. Somebody else was asking, what is my code for free shipping? So as you know, right, I work with wigsbypattiespearls.com. They're my retailer of choice. They have great customer service. They've been in business forever. They carry a wide range of really great quality wigs. You can use my code ERYNN30, ERYNN 30, get you 30% off. And then if you live in the US, you can get free shipping. So that was the question. The question was, what is your code for free shipping? And it is ship free, one word. Okay, so you can stack both. So when you go to checkout, you're going to put ERYNN30, hit enter, and then you're going to put ship free, one word, enter. You're going to get 30% off and free shipping. Okay. The next question was, I get this question all the time, and that is caring for my wigs. How often do I wash them? How often do I apply heat? What do I do to get rid of the frizzies? All of those things. So let's chat about that for a second. Number 1, wash your wigs as little as humanly possible. And I know that may sound really gross. Consider that the hair on your wig is not getting those oils that our bio hair does. So the longer you can stretch out the washing of your wig, whether that is synthetic HD, or human hair, same holds true. You want to wash your wig as little as possible, okay? The products that I personally like for my synthetic fiber wigs, whether that's straight synthetic or HD synthetic, is the Hair You Wear ones. There is a brand that I have tried. I'm not going to name them because out of respect, I'm not going to name them. If you have questions, just DM me. I've tried a product in the past that made my fibers really gummy and sticky. Hair You Wear's products absolutely do not. So I use the Cleanse and the Restore. Love those two. The other thing that I use all the time, and if you've been here for a while, you guys have heard me talk about this, is Simply Stylin'. This is what I use to spray on any areas of friction. You know, I wouldn't be spraying the top of this wig with this because it doesn't need it. I use the smallest amount. It's silicone based. I've put the link, if you drop answers in the comments, I've put the link and my discount code for this. Just don't use too much. If you use too much, it makes your wigs look greasy, okay? But what it helps to do is helps to keep your fibers soft. It also helps you to be able to comb out the ends like easily, right? Now, all right, next question is fibers and how do I apply heat and what tools do I use? This one, I absolutely need to apply heat to. This is Raquel Welch's Selfie Mode. I have it in shaded wheat, but let me share with you guys a brand new tool. Maybe you know, maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. I got this in the mail a few days ago, and I didn't want to start talking about it until I had tested it out. I've tried it on my human hair wigs. I've tried it on my synthetic fibers, straight synthetic, and heat-friendly fibers. This is Envy's 3-in-1 Air Styler. You can get it at wigsbypattiespearls.com. You can't use the discount code. Envy, who is the manufacturer of this, does not allow discount codes on this product, okay? This is a great Christmas present. It's a great present to yourself. Buy it, pack it, wrap it up, put it under the tree. Santa brought it for you. This is a really good one. Or perhaps just give your husband or your significant other a link to this and good to go. This allows you to apply heat to straight synthetic. It allows you to heat style, knock out the frizz in both types of synthetic fiber. I've tried, like I have some older straight synthetic wigs. I tried to kill them, to be honest. I left this on for a long period of time. I put it on the highest setting, all the things. I tried to see if I could kill it. I didn't kill it. So they have done a tremendous job. This is one out of 3 different attachments. I'm going to be filming tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. I'm going to be filming a review on this. I'll show you how it works. I'll show you how to add curl to straight synthetic, how to use this tool to redirect the knots, how to use this tool to knock out the frizz on both types of synthetic fiber, okay? So if you drop answers in the comments, I will send you the link to this. It's fab. It is really fab. Okay, so I think, the last thing that I have for you all is you asked me to do a comparison, a side-by-side between Raquel Welch's Shaded Wheat, which this one is Shaded Wheat, okay, and Shaded Sand. So this is another selfie mode. I have a few. You guys know that selfie mode is my favorite wig of all time. I was actually talking to one of you this morning, and she is somebody that is new to wearing wigs, and she's like, Erin, I love the way that selfie mode looks on you. And I'm like, well, thank you. I love it too. But if this is your very first wig, ladies, and if you are used to having thin, fine bio hair, you're going to find selfie mode to be too much. Okay. I love it. Along your wig journey, you start to get used to having more hair. My own hair is so fine and thin. It always has been. So when you get a wig that's quote unquote normal density, it feels like a lot to you because you're used to having very fine and thin bio hair. Anyways, I get on a tangent. There you go. The whole point of me popping on and showing you this part was to answer your question. Now, this is what selfie mode looks like straight out of the box. Okay. I haven't done anything, tags still on, straight out of the box. Do you see how the waves are really tight together? The fiber almost looks a little bit waxy, right? A little bit. And then watch what happens when you comb it and I'm going very gently with my wide tooth comb and you see it starts to soften. There we go. Do you see that? Okay. So don't be disturbed when you get it out of the box. You're like, why is the wave pattern like that? All it needs, typically, actually, all I do with my new selfie modes is I just start running my fingers through the fiber like this, and it looks just gorgeous. Okay, the point was, though, the difference between Shaded Wheat, which is what I have on, and Shaded Sand. I can tell it's hard for me even to show you here. This is Shaded Sand. Yeah, see, it's Shaded Sand. I'm not lying. Okay, Shaded Sand, number 1, has a lighter root. Can you guys, the zigzag part is still in there. Hold on. Do you guys see the rooting? You see the difference in the root? Shaded Sand, and the top is Shaded Wheat. Number 1, the root is lighter on Shaded Sand. Number 2, Shaded Sand is a little bit more neutral in tone than Shaded Wheat. Shaded Wheat has more, do you see a little bit of that red or warmer tone that's running through Shaded Wheat? Shaded Sand has a tiny bit of it, but not as much. When you look at the color swatch online, especially, this one's pretty good. This one reads pretty accurate. Shaded Wheat does not. Shaded Wheat online in that color swatch looks much darker. It looks much redder than it actually is. If you compare these two, like in real life, shaded wheat has warmth, and then shaded sand is more neutral in tone, okay? So that's sort of the difference between shaded wheat and shaded sand. Damn, I meant to bring you guys, shaded biscuit to show you the difference even further still. So shaded biscuit is lighter, brighter than shaded sand. Shaded biscuit's root is closer to the root that you see here on shaded wheat. All three colors I wear all the time. To be very honest, when I first started my wig journey, I wore shaded biscuit all the time. It was sort of like my ride or die, my only one that I really felt great in. And I would say over the past year or so, I actually wear shaded wheat more often, and shaded sand. These two are probably the two blondes that I wear the most. If you guys are new to Raquel Welch colors, they have amongst the most beautiful shades. They're really hard to beat, to be very honest. Let me just see if I've missed any questions. Thanks, Polly. I'm glad that you're here. I haven't been good at catching any questions as we've gone through. Okay, there's so many people that have been on here that all I'm seeing is a listing of all the people, and that you guys are dropping the word answer. So anyways, I think what I should have done is broken this up into three different lives. But anyways, thank you for submitting your questions. I hope this is helpful for you, and you guys have a great day. Talk later.